What is the worst thing you've ever smelled?
I did an autopsy on a morbidly obese man who had fallen into a sewer pump and had been stuck in there for over a week.
A dude was 2 weeks dead in the middle of his kitchen floor.
The shit from his ass was liquid and hardened his pants to the floor. He was a chain-smoking hoarder. It was 95-degree day in the south and he didn't have AC. All windows were closed. To add to the smell was the rotten open wounds that his cats were eating off him and the ammonia smell from the cats pissing everywhere. The body fluids seeped under the vinyl flooring in the kitchen to the subfloor. I used to work on a potato farm. I've smelt dead bodies, I've smelt fresh diarrhea, buckets of blood, etc.
The worst smell I've ever encountered is from field rot in potatoes. They rot from the inside out and you can't tell sometimes until you touch them. It's the consistency of snot, and as soon as the potato pops you smell something like a mixture of a crushed tonsil stone, shit and vomit, only you can't run from it because it's just popped all over your gloves. Not the worst, but
owned a pizza restaurant a few years back.
Guy called up and asked for a very special pizza.
He wanted red sauce mixed with chocolate sauce, from our dessert pizza, as a base. Pepperoni, sausage and anchovies. Topped with sunflower seeds from the salad bar and Parmesan cheese. I told the guy that I wouldn't make that abomination until he showed up and actually paid first.
So he did. Not sure what kind of satanic chemical reaction took place in my oven, but it literally cleared the place out.
I had my shirt pulled up over my mouth cutting the pie. I gave it to the dude while he was at the drive-thru window and that monster took a big bite right there. I never want to smell that again for as long as I live.
A dead body. Especially a dead body that was in a room for 4 days during a heat wave with all the windows closed.
I have a good stomach, but I think I threw up food I ate a decade prior. I work on a vet diagnostic lab and we got goose eggs from a farmer a few years ago.
Via mail.
In the summer. Not cooled. 2 weeks delayed.
My dog dug a 3-year-old unbroken duck egg out of the compost heap, broke it, ate it and rolled in whatever was left. She vomited and pooped herself for a week. That smell does not wash off anything. Wet rotten potatoes.
Tonsil stones. In college my roommate borrowed my car to go shopping.
Several days later my car had a weird smell.
Investigating the source of the smell, I found a package of chicken breasts under one of the seats.
Apparently they had fallen out of his shopping bag and slid under there and my roommate didn't notice.
Raw chicken sitting in a hot car for several days is not something I recommend experiencing. I worked in reproductive health care for almost 2 decades. We removed an IUD with 10 years of head hair tangled up in a knot, in the IUD string. I was about the size of a pea.
And it was potent.
Morbidly obese upstairs neighbor that's been dead for almost a month. Her juices started seeping on our ceiling.
Some clearly hungover man in the shoe store let one rip while I was trying on shoes and I could taste it.
I'll never forget the taste of that man's fart.
Dead body shut in with 3 Labradors for 10 days. Excrement from the starving dogs combined with the decomposing body who happened to be my brother.
Opening parenthesis. We used to have a lake house where we would store extra fish in the freezer.
We sometimes didn't visit it for a month or so depending on how busy we were.
The freezer died for a month and we didn't know about it. We ended up having to throw away the entire freezer.